America is not a racist country.
Now, what it?
Having software issues.
Yeah, I'm just going to let it go and just edit it. That's all.
Okay.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Bannon had the audacity to rear his head out in the media in regards to the Buffalo shooting. And he is trying to make the claim that Black people are expendable and white people are ascendants. I don't know how you're ascendant with a low birth rate. How are you going to ascend anywhere on the planet with a low birth rate? And since the lockdown, y'all haven't done so well in running this world. You can't even get this economy back on its feet. And not to even mention, look at your women all out in the streets demanding to have the right to get an abortion on top of your low birth rates. How is that going to help you build your group back? First of all, even your scientists say once you fall below replacement level, which you are, there's no turning back. It cannot be reversed. And what are you going to reverse it with? If your women are walking around here barren and the men are shooting blanks, how are you going to turn that around? That's impossible. So you ain't ascending anywhere. Your replacement theology is just as real as that fake white Jesus you got propped up on your mantle. So, y'all, let's get into this story. Now, this is a little audio I want you to listen to. This man is full of crap.
We are ascendant. Steve Bannon addresses replacement theory after Buffalo shooting. Conservative podcaster Steve Bannon on Monday vowed not to back down in promoting a racist conspiracy theory that was allegedly cited by suspected Buffalo gunman Peyton Chandron. On his daily War Room Pandemic podcast, Bannon insisted reports about the replacement theory were meant to distract the public. Bannon has previously promoted a French book that inspired the theory, which claims that white citizens are being replaced by immigrants. Of course, all of the morning shows are all over Tucker Carlson and a few others about the replacement theory, Bannon complained. They seem to miss the point. And here's what we're not going to back off on. For people who have followed this show from day one, we are inclusive nationalists. Right? Okay. So, this is not about race, he continued. This is about American citizenship. This is about the value of your citizens. Bannon said that he was not backing off 1 inch despite the shooting. This is why we're going to take over every elections board in the nation, he remarked. This is why we're going to take over every medical board in this nation. This is why we're going to take over state legislatures and DAS and attorney generals, SIG, and secretaries of state and governors. And we're not going to stop. We are ascendant. Watch the video below from Real America's Voice.
Okay, you're not ascendant. Okay, nobody with a low birth rate is ascendant. All right. This is why this country is screwed up because y'all really live in a serious fantasy. And if you can't face reality and you can't deal with reality, then how are you sufficiently running the world? You're running the world on a bunch of fakery. And as far as us being expendable, well, obviously, according to natural selection, y'all are being expendable. Okay, natural selection is happening on this earth. That's why y'all got low birth rate. And according to natural selection, you are expendable. So, this, ladies and gentlemen, is just another case of somebody that just can't face reality. And we don't care about this dude's manifesto. If he was so high and mighty, then why don't he resolve the problem within his own group? How are you going to write a manifesto complaining about the group that you're within and all the problems that are going on? Because that's what his manifesto is. He's complaining about other white people. then why are you in a black community shooting up a bunch of people? We're not responsible for your low birth rate. We're not responsible for the fact that you can't get your country back up and running since the lockdown. We're not responsible for your women marching around out in the street demanding to, even with low birth rate, demanding to be able to get abortions. We're not responsible for none of that. What you doing over in the black community? Okay, and he's a coward. He went in a grocery store and shot at black grannies and black aunties, women that are older. He shot mostly older black women. That's very cowardly. That's that Dylan Roof coward that he got in him. So, Steve Bannon, you can go kick rocks. And your replacement theology, I tell you what, if that becomes real, then that fake Jesus on your mantle perhaps will become real too. I mean, is there anything real about you? And your face looks awfully sunburned, you know? You superior people always seem to burn up the most out in the sun. I just find that fascinating. But, it's like somebody sitting with a sunburn on, but they're giving you skin advice, y'all. That's what Steve Bannon sounds like. And I went over and looked at the comments out on Twitter. The majority of the people are dragging Steve Bannon. And number two, didn't this man steal from his own people? So an ascendant man is stealing from other ascendants, according to him. Didn't he have a drive and a website where people could send money to pay for a border wall? And Steve Bannon and a couple of other white dudes that were working with him all pocketed the money. Y'all, they didn't share none of that money with David Clark. Pocketed all of that money, and this government let him get away with it. He stole from people, and he is still free to be out here running his mouth, talking the way that he does. No consequences, no punishment, no nothing. See, this is why these folks are the way that they are. They got the system rigged up to always work in their favor. Who gets to steal millions and millions of dollars on some border wall out here that you're promoting among people? And who are the dummies that paid all that money to this man? If any border wall have to be built, the government should foot that entire bill. Citizens should not have to dig in their pocket for no border wall. What is the taxpayer money for? You let the government pay for that stuff. What are you digging in your pocket for real? Some of y'all, you deserve to get ripped off by somebody the ills of Steve Bannon who think he's ascending with a low birth rate. Get real. But apparently he must have a following to be out here talking the way that he does. Somebody out here is listening to him. But y'all, please tell me what you think about this video. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.